audience members. Me too.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today to talk about several things that irk me or bother me since I've moved to Las Vegas. Well, I'd say most of my childhood, but particularly exacerbated since I moved here over 8 years ago. I've been working in the nightlife for about since that time as well, and the sound levels have pretty much deafened my hearing and smell, as well as light beer. I can't stand light beer for some reason. It's the same price as regular beer. It bothers me that they sell it for the same price. I know it might sound comical, but it bothers me from a standpoint on upper management all the way down to VIP hosts and promoting. I've worked all positions, and it bothers me that you'd pay $12 to $10 for a light beer in a club when you can buy a 12-pack. Anyways, my final point following that is germs. I'm a big germaphobe ever since I moved here. Working in nightlife, you see a lot. Primarily, bussers see a lot, but I help the bussers, and part of my nightlife work is customer service. And in customer service, you're picking up dirty glasses, cigarette butts, like a lot of gross things without gloves. The bussers get the gloves. So I would have to say that would be my ultimate pet peeve living in Las Vegas. Now going into detail, the sound levels need to be adjusted with the DJs, the sound engineers in the nightclubs, and the music directors. They blare it. It's bad for the consumers. It's bad for the employees. They've only recently implemented a sound hearing loss program where they test your hearing every year, where they're required to because of a lawsuit that happened around 4 or 5 years ago at one of the properties. I won't name them, but it was a big issue with the hosts. And going forward amongst that, the sound levels definitely need to be checked. The DJs don't have control of that. It's particularly, I would say, music director and sound engineer issue. The DJs get the earplugs, the hosts have to wear the earplugs, but now the consumers don't have earplugs. I mean, they can request them from security hosts, but they're pretty much left to their own device. And you know how people are with the new millennials, they love to party. So they're not just coming to nightclubs once in their life, they're doing it multiple times. So we're talking about long-term hearing loss damage in the future. Going forward, light beer. Light beer, if you're gonna dive into it, you might as well drink a Coke, you might as well eat the hamburger. I don't understand light beer, I never did. It's just an oxymoron to me to charge the same amount that you would for regular beer in the club. Considering, yeah, there is the calories that you're managing, but you're drinking beer, let's be real. And then you're gonna have to add up to that to get to the certain point. You know, you're gonna compensate and end up spending more money anyways inside the nightclub. So it goes back to the whole irrelevance being inside the nightclubs and how the nightclubs operate. Moving forward, and finally, the germs. Being a germaphobe myself and working in the nightlife and having to be social with people, constantly shaking people's hands, picking up after clients, especially sloppy drunks, working in the nightlife, it turns you into a germ freak. So those are the 3 things that irk me in Las Vegas, and hopefully I can work on those things in the future, especially since I work in the nightlife and various forms of the nightlife in hotels. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for listening to me. Thank you for your time.